Everyone enjoys getting out on the town for some live music. And there's nothing like going backstage and down the hall for a VIP pass to the inside information and interviews with the bands, singers, and songwriters you enjoy. Welcome to Hall Around Town Radio's Backstage Hall Pass, a showcase of homegrown talents, mixing independent music with personal interviews and a behind-the-scenes look at our music community. Backstage Hall Pass is your front row center seat to some great conversation with the area's most talented artists. Whether you like rock, blues, folk, country, R&B, Backstage Hall Pass delivers you a daily dose of the stories behind the music. And now, here's the host of our show, Scott Hall.
Good afternoon, everybody. Happy holiday weekend. Hopefully you're having a great weekend and had a great weekend. Beautiful weather. Lots of things to do. Lots and lots of things to do. How's everybody today? You doing all right? Let me see who's checking in with us here on the broadcast today. Stephanie Rumke, how you doing? Good to see you. If you're out there, say hi, everybody. Let us know who you are. Hi, Kara. How are you? Thanks for being here today. The Fulmers are in the house. Thank you. Paul Likovitz is in Mississippi. Thank you, Paul Likovitz, for being in Mississippi and being here with us. Yeah, we're having some fun, guys. I had a great weekend myself. I will tell you, I don't have a ton to report on. And the reason being is we had grandkids all weekend who were staying with us. So, you know, you can't exactly go out and hit the bar scene with them, especially when they're 3 years old and 1 year old. But we did on Friday night. We did manage to get out to a kid-friendly place. And we'll talk about that in just a minute. But if you saw somebody play over the weekend, please drop it in the comments. I would love to hear from you today. In fact, we want to hear from you. Drop it in the comments. We did have some people report in on the. Let me get those here I can for a minute. See what's shaking today. Oh, my. Yeah. So it's been a long weekend, and the music lovers are in the house. Hello, Jim. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you being here. And I'm looking right now. I'm going to call up our wonderful weekend of fun. I am. And see what everybody had to say out there, because there was a lot of things going on. Over the weekend, I saw people out at seeing Mr. Rick Kern play over the weekend. I'm going to report in from Thursday on, and we're going to talk about the Bell and the Bear Jam. And Mr. Kevin Cooper just joined us. Speaking of the Bell and the Bear Jam, thank you, Kevin, for being here today. And let me get to any comments. There were few and far between on the page. I put it on, but everybody's out doing stuff today. We just decided to go live because I don't want to back the week up too much. And Cutting Edge Promotion said they saw Britches Down at Setters Volleyball Club over the weekend, so that was good to hear. And then Devin Douglas said he saw Ben and Zane, a new band, like Ben Davis from Ben and Pete, and Zane Gerlach, maybe. I couldn't tell in the picture, but that's good. That's good stuff. And we saw a couple people over the weekend. I'll mention those in just a moment. Hi, Gary. Thank you. And yeah. Gary saw a bunch of videos. Wish you could get out, Gary. I'm ready for you to get out. Hi, Jeanette. Thank you for dropping by today. It's good to see you. That's a good picture of Nate up there on your profile. And yes, feels like 2 weeks ago, 6 days of shows in the books. Yeah, and Kevin, man, I really wanted to make Mike's party, but just couldn't pull it off with the kids we were keeping. So, yeah, babysitting those grandkids all weekend. Let me tell you, we are worn out. They went home this afternoon, and wow. That having kids is for young people, man. It's for young people. We had a blast with them, but yeah, it's for young people. And Jason Roy saw some guy named Scott Hall. Never heard of her. Saturday night at Mr. Burroughs. Yes. Thank you, Kenny. Good to see you. And what's Paul got going on? Thank you, Paul. I was just going to get to that. And thank you for saying that. And remembering those who sacrificed, basically made the ultimate sacrifice so we can enjoy our weekend of fun here. And, you know, Memorial Day is a whole lot more than barbecues, people. Keep that in mind. And yes. And hi, Diana. Thank you for being here. Hi, Kathy Laverde. Thank you for dropping by. Man, we got a few people coming in on this holiday. So I was wondering if anybody would be around, but thank you. And Kathy, killer night on, I was just saying to Kevin there, killer night Thursday night. We'll talk about it in just a moment. What's Kevin got to say? Kara saw the Kevin McCoy band at Heather's. Thank you for dropping that one in. If you saw somebody play this weekend, drop it in the comments, just like Kara did. I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, I think that was a good pull off Kevin Cooper with Mike's Party. And man, hearing his daughter sing to him, that was sweet. And you guys had obviously rehearsed that or practiced that. If you hadn't, then it was an amazing feat of nature, but she did a really, really good job. She did. Kathy said just wow for Thursday. Yeah, we'll talk about it here in just a second. And if I miss anybody, Kevin or Kathy, drop it in here. And there'll be a lot of people watching this one after the fact, probably. But we do want to chat. We do. And let's talk about Thursday night. First of all, thank you all for the live show on Thursday. 2,000 views on that one. We appreciate that very much. That's brought to you by Froggies every Thursday. And who's playing out? I want to thank the folks from the Warren County Post who post the written list online, and we appreciate that as well. And so many people I bump into now say they're using the list to go to, which is cool. Because there's so many people who, putting together the list is hard. I'll just say that. There's so many people who do that out there on the internet, and I'm not in competition with any of them. Let me say that right up front. We're not here. We're here to support the music community, and being in competition is not what I want to be. I want to enjoy life, and I want to get out and see some music and report on it and have you guys report on it as well. And that's just how we're going to keep that. And let's see what Kenny wrote here. Kenny wrote some good stuff. Carrie Hunley at the Barrel Friday, Dangerous Jim and the Slims at Kramer's. And on Saturday, and Danielle Nicole with the interns at Bell and the Bear. And Kenny's resting today. All right. And I saw the videos from Danielle Nicole. Man, if there was any way I could have gotten there, I would have been there as well. That looked great. She sounded fantastic. And what a cool thing for the Bell to bring her in there too on Sunday on Memorial Day weekend. Hi, Skip. Thanks for being here. So guys, before we get into our weekend in review, let me take a moment again to thank those and any of you out there who have family members who have given their lives to military service. Thank you so much. We know it's a difficult thing for you, and Memorial Day is a tough weekend. And like I said, it's just not about barbecues. It's about those who have protected our freedoms and paid the ultimate sacrifice, unfortunately, and lost their lives protecting our freedoms. So we're definitely in debt to all those folks. And we think about those families as well. So that's how we're going to kick this one off today. Let's talk about Thursday. Right after the show, hopped in the old ride. Even Mrs. Hall around town went with me this week. And we went down to the Bell. I had a couple friends too. Kara said I would have no friends again on my sign. She likes to do that to me. But it was Karis's birthday and Chris Reese's birthday. And what a party it was, ladies and gentlemen. It was an incredible party for us all at the Bell and the Bear on the Thursday Jam. The Jam is magical, as it is known by many, and it's award-winning now. But the host of this house band at the Jam, and that changes from week to week, depending on who's in town, who's touring, who's doing whatever. But the house band, man, Kevin Cooper up there, Jim Cuesta back from his trek across Europe. And, yeah, Kevin, Jim, Kathy, Jamie Combs, David Parks on the drums, the hardest hitting snare man that never looks like he hits it hard, but man, he can whack that thing. And, Rick Dews was on the bass that night, Charles Moreno on the bass. Tons of great players in the house band every week. Steve Bishop played some guitar and he rocks the house. Johnny Fink was up there, and I'll talk about him in a minute. But it started out with some great songs by the house band. Jim Cuesta back, and the intro, doing a Boston tune, just slays it. And I love that when they do that too. Really quality stuff out of the house band. And then they got right into it because this is something that you have to realize. The Bell does the best they can to get people up and playing. There were people there such as, Dave Wade that didn't even get to play on Thursday night. And they're superior players, just absolutely superior players. and he didn't even get to play. Now, those are the kind of people, though, that don't get hung up on that. They don't get mad, stomp out the door like, I've been on the list for 3 hours, blah, blah, blah. They know this is a show, and it's orchestrated and put together every Thursday. And if you've never been there, guys, you have missed out on some of the best music you'll ever hear, and some of the most fun and entertaining people you'll ever see. So, the house band morphed into bringing some horns out there. Don and Tom from Second Wind, Sean Fitzpatrick. Let me say that again. John Fitzpatrick from the Brass Tracks Band. Some of you may know him in other projects and such. So, and then Byron from the DAP Band. So we had 3 trumpets and a trombone. They stepped down into the audience and absolutely just blow the crowd away, man. Literally. Unbelievable stuff. And then, of course, Chris Reese joins them with Chris Reese does a lot of songs that have horns in them because his band does. And they just slayed it. And Kevin Cooper just said it best. It's where musicians go to meet other musicians and enjoy themselves. And there is a family there. And whether you've been gone for 3 weeks or 4 weeks and you come back or whatever, you're welcomed in like family. And it's just a really cool vibe. And I enjoy every Thursday night I can get there. And I try to get there. This week, I got to have a week off. I've got to go. It's not make it sound terrible. I'm going to a concert, but sometimes the concerts fall on the Thursday night. But last week, I don't know how you're going to top that. And every week they seem to at the Bell and the Bear. Yeah, Mark and Mark actually from Sweet Sister Mercy got up on the stage. And then Mark, the bass player of Sweet Sister Mercy, also gets up there with, let's see, Steve Bishop was playing. They're just a rock and roll cast of characters. And if you know Mark Robinson from Sweet Sister Mercy, he slays the vocals and does it. And Jamie says every concert is on a Thursday this year. You got that right. And, and I will say, while Jamie's on here, let me also say one of the highlights of Thursday night, not only the brass section, that was unbelievable, and the things that went on there. One of the highlights of the night was the Rick Kern, Jamie Combs Led Zeppelin hour, it seemed like. And they just kept going with the Zeppelin songs. And it was really, really good. Outstanding, actually. And if you're a Led Zeppelin fan, that was a moment as well for everybody to see. Another highlight of the evening on Thursday night, if you haven't seen Gina McCann sing yet. So Gina McCann steps on stage, does a song. Yeah, has fun. Everybody loves her voice. Then she turns to Jim and says, we're going to do Stormy Monday, or turns to Kevin and says that. Derek Davidson gets up on keyboard and Johnny Fink plays guitar. And what a moment that was. That was beyond magical. Gina's got a powerhouse voice. She's incredible. She'll blow you away, man. Just absolutely cool person. Great to hang out and be around. And, in Stormy Monday, the Johnny Fink, Jamie Combs solos going on in there. Derek Davidson, man, I've only heard him play keys a couple times, and I was standing right up front, and he wowed me on the keyboards. I mean, Jim Cuesta always is just, he's the music professor, man. But Derek Davidson, yeah. Awesome. And then more powerhouse vocals out of Chelsea Calloway doing, her normal Stevie Nicks, but Barracuda thrown in there. What a night. And it was a big festival of fun with Karis's birthday and Chris Reese's birthday for the night. So Bell and the Bear Thursday night, again, just my zen. It is. I will say it saved me on music through the COVID and saved many of us. And Kevin Cooper, what's he saying? I got to see the comment here. Is an ace in every position. Yeah. And Derek's just kind of a quiet guy, doesn't say much. And man, he got up there and I got some great pictures. We're going to post pictures tomorrow from the Bell. I got some great pictures of Derek on the keyboards, and he'll appreciate those probably. And I am I preaching? I'm preaching. Or is Kevin preaching? I don't know. Whatever you're saying, Jamie Combs, but yeah, we're all preaching about the Bell. It is the Zen, and it saved us all through the COVID, let me tell you, and it still does. And where can you be in a room with that many quality players? And for the most part, I will say, I mean, very rarely do you see anybody with a hang up, because musicianship can be a little diva-ish. Sometimes people can be a little pissy with each other about their stage, my stage, your stage, all that stuff. But I will say at the Bell, it's one of the most welcoming groups of people you'll ever be in. And I like it. I like the fun people have. I like how they welcome people that aren't the best players in the world to get up there and play a song or two with them, or some of the people that are better than they are sometimes, and bring them on the stage. And nobody's intimidated by that either. It's just a family of music. So I preach it a lot. Get out. And yes, I'm preaching about being saved during COVID, Jamie Combs. Absolutely. Because you know it and I know it. That was the one night of the week that we could all count on being our musical church, so to speak. Yes. So thank you, Karis, for providing that wonderful location for us to go. And hats off to her staff too. Sean, Vanessa, Jessica, all the people back there. So let me, wow, I don't know what just flashed, but something flashed on me. Let me chat real quick here about a couple more things. Friday night, since we had grandkids, we just ran down to Heather's in Springboro, which is kids friendly, on the patio, and got a chance to see a wonderful time. And, I just saw Gary comment come up, but I don't know where it came from. It's not on my screen now, but I saw it pop up on the iPad. There's all kinds of flashes happening here. The interwebs are having issues. Okay, well, maybe we're here. Let's just, hi, Ed Sawicki. Thank you. Your pictures of the concert last night at the Bell were wonderful. Thank you for letting me live vicariously through your photos. And I want to talk about Kevin McCoy, though, for a minute. Heather's had Kevin McCoy, another damn rainy night. I mean, for the outside shows, Heather's got a huge patio. She can seat 200. She can seat 200 under the tents. So it's not exactly a washout every time it rains, but she can seat 350 without, the rain. So some really good stuff with Kevin McCoy that night. He's out there working the crowd as he always does. Kevin McCoy Band is one of the most quality, fun, entertaining bands you'll ever see as well. And, Kevin McCoy in himself is a fantastic vocalist and a great player and a nice guy and loves the people who love him. And then you've got Lee Dixon, who's played with him for a long time. Lee Dixon, who in himself is just an absolute wonderful player. And let's see what else we got here. I'm seeing comments pop up. Let me look at them real quick. Oh, yeah, good to see you, Eric. I'm just talking about you guys, actually. So Eric Sears from Kevin McCoy Band. And Kevin says no one's melted under that tent yet. Yeah, Kevin played the night Kevin played, it rained. I mean, and was chilly that night. But hi, Dirk Turner. How are you? Good to see you from Crying Out Loud. Chris Reese in the house. We were just talking about you and your birthday party. That was fun. Good stuff. But let me get back to Kevin McCoy. The type of music they play, obviously they play some original stuff that Kevin has written, and everybody loves those songs. The people that follow Kevin McCoy know them all. But they play some really fun stuff in the set list. And like I said, Lee Dixon, you'll be hard pressed to find a better guitar player and jammer. I mean, he can sing too. Kevin McCoy Band's so deep now with vocals and things like that, that it's a real good show. And Eric has joined the band on bass, and Eric Sears, he sings some tunes, and together their harmonies are amazing. So if you've never seen the Kevin McCoy Band, I highly recommend them. Catfish back there on the drums. It's a good bunch of guys. And we had a blast at Heather's on Friday, even though we had to get the little ones home and in bed a little early. Didn't get to stay late, but had a great time there with Kevin McCoy. And Heather was so accommodating, as she always is, and those kind of things. So please, if you get a chance on those patio shows, even if it's raining, check with them. Don't just cancel out. So often people cancel thinking, oh, I don't want to get wet. Well, it's no different sitting in one of those tents most of the time than it is sitting in a club, except it's outdoors with nice air. So that's good stuff as well. So we got to see Kevin McCoy. Now, here, I'll throw a little secret in there. One thing that goes on when you have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old in your house for the entire holiday weekend is things get a little scary. They do. They get a little scary. So Mrs. Hall around town was nice enough on Saturday night, about 10 o'clock. The kids went to bed. Well, they went to bed about 9. But about 9:30 or so, I said, I think I'm going to buzz down the road to Mr. Burroughs. It's 5 minutes away. I need a drink, literally. So I dropped in there, had a beer with Rick, the owner of Mr. Burroughs, and sat there with him and listened to Six String Hustle. Just for a few minutes. I was there about a half an hour, but got a chance to listen to Seven West and Jason Roy. Had a blast with those guys, and I got a chance to talk to them too. And I really appreciate that on their break, they stopped over. We said hi and had a chance to chat for a little bit. I haven't seen Seven in a long time. He used to hang out with us at the Bell on Thursdays, but they've been so busy with gigs. They're working, 4, 5, 6 nights a week. So I will say another quality night of music. They've added a lot to their set list that I'd never heard before. And when you see those guys, you get out and see them, you know that they've developed this harmony between them that is unbelievable, because those guys played in different bands and locations and things. And basically, I don't want to call it competition because it's really not, but they were playing, the same venues and rotating through and those kind of things with the different shows. So since they have merged together, they've just done wonderful things, and they're really doing great things down in the Cincinnati area. So, Seven West, Kevin says, got to meet that guy. Yeah. You remember him? Do you remember Seven West? And Chris Reese, never heard of him. Yeah, Seven. There you go, Chris. We give Seven a lot of crap for not being back on Thursdays, but they do play every Thursday night. And Jason Roy says, I stole him. I'm sorry. Well, Jason Roy, I will tell you, it's a marriage made in heaven for you two, this bromance you got going on. But you guys did a great job at Burroughs, and everybody I talked to in there, and I know a lot of people in there. Obviously, I do trivia there every week, and all the regulars were just raving about Six String Hustle. So another band to put on your list, guys. Put it on your summertime list. And Kara just said, saw Six String Hustle at Putters in Mainville a while back. Great band. Good deal. And you never know sometimes who you're going to get with them. They sometimes add a full band and bring people in, and they have played before with some of the Kevin McCoy band and that. I know at Jimmy B's and that. So kind of watch their page and get a chance. Get out and see Kevin McCoy. Get out and see Six String Hustle. And get your butt down to the Bell on a Thursday if you've never been there. Spend the evening with us and have fun, because that's a wonderful environment as well. And that's really all I did over the weekend. Did anyone else out there see anybody play? Anybody out there see anybody play they want to chat about or put in the comments? We'd love to hear from you. I mean, I saw the ones that were on our page, and that was 2. Which tell people look at Facebook or the Book of Face. Yeah. So I'm looking here. And Glenn Drew, Glenn is not with me today on the YouTube channel. It's surprising. He must have something going. But he was with Danielle Nicole last night at the Bell and the Bear, and he had a chance to check out that with Gina McCann and her husband and all that. So that's cool. And thank you for sending that in, Glenn. Veronica Grimm and Lady Joy Band Saturday night, Chris Reese said. All right, there you go. And yeah, and doesn't Mike how you say that? However the hell you say that name. Doesn't he play in Florida quite a bit? Because I have a friend that lives still down in Fort Myers Beach, and I think she catches up with him quite often. She likes him, and he plays down there in the Fort Myers Beach area. If it's the same guy, I'm thinking Chris Reese. And Gary saw some videos of DV8. There's another one I haven't been to in a while. Love to do that. Doug Hart, Diana saw. Awesome. Doug Hart rocks. I love Doug Hart, man. He is one cool cat. And yeah, Taste of Cincinnati this weekend, man. You can't count the number of great acts that are at Taste of Cincinnati every year. Hi, Bonnie. Thank you for dropping in. Bustamante. Okay, there we go. Mike Bustamante. Thank you for that. I can never say it. You know, I'm a guy that speaks for a living and can't talk. Isn't that great? Thank you, Stephanie Rumke. Good to see you on here. And Jim throwing it in. Jim, it was good to meet you as well. Yes. Not the same guy. Okay. He's the guitar player for Dad Band. All right. There you go. Must be a different dude in Florida with the same name. It is. But your guitar player who was there Thursday night as well, Chris Reese, he rocks the house and plays well too. I didn't mention him in my comments about the evening on Thursday, but he's another one that's fantastic. So what do we got? Carolyn throwing it in. Carolyn, will you tell Derek I said he absolutely blew my mind on Thursday? Just let him know that. She went to a benefit called Music for Mutts, saw 3 bands. Feral Friends, Plush Machine, and Chalk Eye. Wow. Cool stuff. Back at Mike's Music in Covington. Yeah, okay. We know that venue. We do. All right, Don. Thank you, Don. I was just talking about you earlier. Horn section, amazing on Thursday. And Sean Fitzpatrick in there with you guys and Byron from the DAT Band. Awesome stuff. Yes, it was good to meet you too, Jim, finally. It's awesome. And Johnny Outlaw in the house, got to see him. I stayed around for his couple songs there at the end on the Bell and the Bear. Got late, man. The list was long, and if you were in there, you kind of got pulled into the crowd late, but it's good stuff. He did close the show. And Kevin, you should get him back for more tunes. I agree. He did a great job. It was fun to hear him play. And we were going to leave at 10:30. I think about 11:45 we were leaving. Hi, Glenn, finally made it. I just mentioned your picture you sent me there about being at the show last night at the Bell. And Don, you guys always are amazing. Thank you. Yeah, Sean and Byron added with you two guys. That was when you stepped down on the dance floor, the crowd loved that. The crowd absolutely loved it, and more video cameras were out. I mean, I can't imagine how much social media time you guys got on Thursday night. That was cool. Yes. Well, I hope it all fixes for him there, Carolyn. Thank you. And tell Derek we said that. I loved hearing him play. I've got some great pictures of him. I'll post them tomorrow, so tell him to watch for those on the Book of Face. Guys, that's going to do it for me. Now that we got rid of grandkids after a whole weekend, no offense to them, I love them, but go home, be with daddy and mommy and those kind of people. Yeah, we did it. We made it through the weekend with them, had a blast with them. But I'll tell you a funny story as I go here. The 1-year-old was in my arms and she was crying like crazy. She just was not happy. She was mad at me for something I wouldn't let her do or whatever, because she's like an octopus. You grab one arm, she grows 3 more. And her little sister comes over and looks me square in the eye with the most serious of faces and says, she doesn't like you. Just as matter of fact as that. And I said, thank you, Scarlett, for letting me know that. Out of the mouths of babes, she doesn't like you. Mike Roberts in the house. Sorry I missed your party, my friend. You didn't want my grandbabies there, though, but sorry I missed that. And, man, what a great moment with your daughter singing a song to you. That one brought a tear to my eye, even on the video. I can't imagine what it did to the people there. Good stuff on your birthday, my friend. All right, Jim, thank you for that. It's a good way to end. Jim leaving us with that one. Enjoy the freedom. Have a great week. Guys, we'll be back tomorrow, and we will be there tomorrow, live at 5 o'clock with Top 5 Tuesday. If you have a Top 5 Tuesday topic, watch for us to post that tomorrow and put it in there. We may pick yours to do. How about that? Thank you, Don. Appreciate it. Guys, thanks so much. Remember the folks who gave their lives so that we can have the freedoms to do things like we're doing right here. Appreciate y'all being here today on a Monday. It's our weekend update. We do it every Monday here at All Around Town Radio. Top 5 Tuesday on Tuesday, Wednesday with the band. Got Johnny Fink coming up this month. You want to hear that one. That'll be a good one as well. And then every Thursday, Who's Playing Out, brought to you by Froggies in Monroe, Ohio. And that's happening every Thursday at 5 o'clock here at All Around Town Radio. Thanks so much for being with us. Hope you had a great day today and a wonderful weekend holiday. We will see you soon. Tina, thank you for dropping by. Good to see you. We'll see you real soon, everybody. Until next time at 5 o'clock tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a safe night. I think I'm going to go see Top Gun tonight. Anybody recommend it?